And welcome back to another exciting episode of the Ocean City Real Estate Roundup. We are your hosts. I'm Haenn with Berger Realty.
I'm Pat Davish with OCNJ
Every week we showcase 5 new listings on the market, give you our inputs, opinions, and let you know our thoughts. And we will kick it off today with 1856 Asbury Avenue. And that's me, right? It's a second floor, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom condo, located just outside of downtown. The asking price is $1,050,000. It has a rooftop deck. It's been beautifully upgraded. Has great rental potential because of its location. I like this location because you're not in the thick of downtown where it's super crazy and busy, but you're close enough where you can walk to it.
Yeah.
And it's, the shallow Gold Coast area as well.
Sure. I was going to say, some might argue that you're in the Gold Coast area of town. But like you said, everything's walkable from there. It's a great location. The beaches are great. They're bigger there. It's a little slower paced. But also this unit in particular, it's $1,050,000. We've been seeing these in this kind of condition, $1 million and above, and in this location, been completely upgraded throughout, and you got a private rooftop deck as well. It's just a really nice unit. I think it's priced well. We probably won't see it beyond this weekend.
I would agree with that. I think the only thing there, it is carports, right?
It is. So it's a little older. It was built in '99, so it's that older style. But it's you still have that full first deck. It's not cut off anything.
Yeah, nice hollow.
So besides the garage.
Well, the nice thing about carports is you can typically fit more cars there too.
Yeah, sure. The next one we're jumping into is 803 First Street. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, single family home in the North End. This is listed for $1,595,000. It's on the 800 block, so you're very close to the beach and the boardwalk. It's around 1,600 square feet. It's got nice finishes. It's very well appointed throughout. It's completely turnkey. Sold furnished and equipped. This means you have silverware, everything down to the silverware. This was never rented, but in that location, it would do incredible rentals. And to be honest, this came out 2 weeks ago because we missed last week. It was one that came out right before we did the recording, and we both were talking about it. I'm very surprised it's still active.
I'd agree, especially a single family in that location. Because if your other single families in that neighborhood are over $2 million, now you're going to get newer and more bedrooms, but this is a nice unit. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. You're, a block to the beach, and it's all under 1.6 million.
Everything was very well maintained. It's very nicely taken care of, and in the back you have a nice little patio area as well. You got a large 2-car garage on top of that. It is a little, 30 by 65?
It's a 30 by 65 foot lot.
And some are 40 by 65, so this is a little bit smaller, and you only have 3 bedrooms.
Yeah, but no alley access, which and that a lot of people like that.
I don't know, at that price point in that area, I'm surprised it's still around, but it is a very nice unit. If you're looking for a single in that range, I would keep an eye on this one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Next up, we're going to stay in the North End at 820 First Street. Now, this is a duplex that's available. Each floor is 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths. You can either buy it as individual units, first floor, second floor, or the whole building. It was custom built in 2016. Again, you could use this as a duplex, a single family, live in one, rent out the other. For the whole thing, they're asking $2,849,900. First floor is $1,299,000. And then the second floor is 4 bedrooms.
You're getting correct. I was letting you get through.
You should. Yes. Is $1,549,000. I was looking at the price. So that's a jump. So the second floor, you have the upper cottage.
Yep.
Which is, extremely nice. So you have 2 levels. You have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath on the second floor, and then you have the additional master suite upstairs on that third floor.
There's actually an additional den on that top unit as well.
Which is very nice.
There are almost 5 bedrooms there. And what's really nice about this, it's laid out as a duplex, but it is accessible as a single family. And what they mean by that, there's an interior staircase that you do have a locked out door. It's a shared interior staircase that goes to each unit. So you can use it as either or. If you have a big family, extended family, you buy this as for your family. Then in the off weeks, just you and your family down, you can rent the bottom. However, it's a very flexible building. It was built in 2016. Very nice finishes and appliances, all upgraded. It's a nice spot. I love the flexibility of it.
Yeah, nice flexibility. It's a rare opportunity to get the whole building. But even if you're just looking at one of the floors, those are good prices for those units
Yeah.
there, and they're right. It's furnished. It's ready to go.
And I think even at the full price for the duplex, I really don't think that's a bad number.
Right.
I think that's pretty fair for something with this much flexibility compared to just the straightforward single family. Because most of the people buying a single family that large, you're bringing in an extended family, so it's actually nice to have ways to create separation. I just think that's a great spot. Great unit.
It's a good lot.
Mhm.
Has the alley access in the back with garages and parking, so it's a very desirable property.
Yeah, I agree. So the next one, now we're leaving the north end, we're going down to the Bay Landings, a little more south. We have 4 West 30th Street. This is a completely remodeled home. It is 4 bathrooms, 2.5. I'm sorry, I wrote this wrong.
Rusty this week.
4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, single family home, and it's on a large 55 by 92 lot. Again, this house was completely remodeled, and it's listed at $1,599,000. It's got 2,400 square feet of living space. What I love about this is that you actually have 2 separate living areas. You have the great room with a completely redone kitchen with high-end appliances, and then you have a completely separate den that closes off to create, again, that separation, plus an extra bonus room for additional space. But everything done, it's all quality workmanship, high-end finishes throughout. Huge 2-car garage on this thing too. I mean, it's my dream garage if I was on it. But it's move-in ready. It's done. We're gonna have photos by the weekend. It's ready to go. It's a really nice unit.
It is a really nice unit, right? This, I mean, if you're somebody looking for a primary residence on the island, like a full-time home, this is one that I'll probably check. 9 out of 10 boxes. It's a good price, great location, and it's all redone. I got to get a sneak peek of some of the pictures that someone took. I mean, it's really high quality work. It's a great neighborhood. That is Bay Landings neighborhood. It's all single families back there. It's very quiet. You're still easy access to get to the beach and everything, but back there, it's just like you're in your own little shell back there.
Yeah.
It's very quiet.
I didn't even know the Bay Landings neighborhood has increased in popularity as of recently from when everybody was moving down for COVID, because it's a great neighborhood. You're off the beaten path. You're away from everything. They're large lots. It's still easy access to the beach. You just shoot right up the blocks, but I think it's about 5-6 blocks from the beach. But it's tucked away, and it's a nice little sanctuary back there.
It is. Yeah, that's one. If you were looking for a single family, that's one I would consider myself too.
I agree.
So the last one today that we're going to showcase is 5235 Central Avenue. This is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bathroom, single family home on the beach in the south end of Ocean City. This is a unique property because it's only on a 20 by 100 foot lot, and the asking price is just under $4 million, $3,999,900. I feel the price might be a little high for what it is, but it's a very unique house. That I think there's one next door to it, and that's it. That's like that. Again, 20 by 100 foot lot. It's a skinny, tall house, but you're on the beach. You're in a single family, 2,200 square feet of living space. It has been upgraded, and I mean the south end. It's in open ocean views. You're unobstructed.
Yeah, this is a unique opportunity as a single family on the beach. Doesn't come around all that often. It is a unique product as it's only 20-foot wide lot. The numbers, it's a little high, but again, it is a single, and you're looking at condos at 3.5. So, it's if you're really looking for that single family on the beach, it's a good option. But it has been beautifully upgraded throughout. It does have a lot of space in there, but the main thing, if you're looking beyond the beach, it's right there.
It's right there.
Great spot at the south end.
Yeah, south end's good, quiet, big beaches. Then you have the playground 2 blocks away on Haven, 55th Street with all the shops and the stores. Easy access into Strathmere and Corson's Inlet. It's it's a hidden gem down there.
Yeah, it really is. And I think it might be priced a tad high, but the pure uniqueness of this product, what else?
Yeah, that's a tough one to price out because you look at comps and elsewhere. I mean, you can justify it, but also it's unique that
it's 2,000 square foot lot. So, typically we do our sleeper picks this week, but we were discussing it, and they're tough to find. It's tough to find a good deal anymore.
Right.
A lot of the things have been picked off that we've talked about in the past. There's some older ones that might be still lingering that are newer constructions that we mentioned in the past, but that brought up a good point that, we were starting to talk about the market, where things are now, and we thought it'd be good to touch on where we are now with the summer now in full swing, where things were a lot slower in the spring, which was unorthodox for Ocean City. But I'll tell you what, since the summer has been here, the people are here, we've seen a lot of activity in the market, and things that are priced right are really going quick.
They're going quick, right? I mean, like right now, there are 278 active listings on the market. So we are up from where we were last year. This time last year, we were only at 231. So the listings have increased, but to Pat's point, if it's a good property that's priced right, it's still going very quickly. And that goes back to our typical sleeper picks. They're hard to find right now because all the properties that we are showcasing are typically a good buy, and they're going. And if you go back through our videos, you'll see that I would say probably 75% of things we talked about are no longer available. Sold year to date, we are down a little bit. We're at 272 properties sold year to date versus 333 where we were this time last year. But again, we had a slow spring, and things are starting to pick up.
Yeah, and again, the difference from last year to this year were the rates.
Right.
The rates are a little bit higher now, and they're at least steady. They're stable. Where people just didn't know where that was going to go, but they've kind of remained stable, and it's kind of helped the market kind of get back into gear, I would say.
Yep.
During the summer season. But we're still not seeing much difference in inventory. I mean, we're talking about 40, 45 units difference. I mean, that is an increase. So that does help. There's more to choose from. The sales price has actually increased this year. So the average sale price is higher than it was last year. So, I mean, like we said, if it's priced right and the product's right, it goes. So, the market, it seems to have cooled off, and I'm sure on primary markets, it really has cooled off. But here, it's kind of remained status quo. It's still been pretty hot.
It's still been pretty hot. And I even think now we're in the midst of summer, beach is forefront of mind. So people are like, hey, beach house. And also there's a lot of people that have been waiting for the rates to kind of cool off, and they're kind of tired of waiting.
Yep.
And they might as well, hey, let's buy the property now. I think one statistic that's very deceiving is the days on market. Our days on market is currently at 58. We're up where we were this time last year. But like we mentioned, a good house will be on the market for less than 7 days.
Yeah, I mean, so it's things that have been on the market. Things that pull that number also are a lot of new construction, right? That have been listed from as soon as they put a piling in the ground, and can add a lot of time onto that. But not to say there wasn't then last year either. But it is a little bit deceiving. But at the same time, I mean, just under 2 months is kind of where we've been. For last year, it felt like barely a month.
Barely.
The way it felt.
Well, I would say all in all, market overall is very healthy.
A
lot of activity. Properties are selling. Buyers are out there. I mean, we're seeing multiple bids on properties every once in a while.
We were just discussing when we got in here. I mean, there's multiple bid situation that we're both involved in, and I mean, they're still out there. Anytime a good deal is there, there's
people are fighting over it. And as a buyer, you got to be ready to go. You got to make the trip down here that first weekend, be the first one in the door, and fight for it.
I agree. Well, that wraps up this week of our weekly real estate roundup. We appreciate everybody who joins us. Please like and subscribe, and please follow along for our new videos. Again, I'm Pat Davish with OCNJhomes.com.
I'm Gray Haenn with Burger Realty.